So swaggy. Filmtesting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome everybody.
you don't believe me? Shame on you. Viva España Swat. Hello. Welcome to the podcast on wheels. To the Nesvi Show.
Damn, we actually never ever published one episode of that.
Nah, we can. We can leak it in like 20 years and people will be like, oh, I discovered this secret podcast of Nasty Boy and Ravi Goof. But no, because we will have announced it today. So it wasn't really leaked. We published it somewhere.
Why don't we make it? Why don't we make that one? I think it was even more like 2 episodes at least of the podcast on wheels.
So every time we're in the same car, we can just publish that.
Yeah, because the origin was that we were on our way to I think it was Fuengirola.
Fuengirola, man.
Fuengirola,
yeah.
and
Sounds so cool in English.
And obviously we just started talking about some kind of topics. I'm thinking even was like Bitcoin and blockchain, and I just thought to myself, like, just in the moment, sort of, why don't I pull up my phone and start just recording with a recording app. And yeah, but I think we've been going on like 3 episodes at least with the podcast on wheels.
We can just publish it here next
Right.
to the Nesvi Show, like a spin-off.
Yeah,
But
I think it's
to the Nesvi Show.
It's in German. Yeah.
Is it? I'm not sure.
I think we did talk in English.
Hello, willkommen zum. Oh, hello, welcome on the podcast. I think we did it in German. I don't know. We should check, and if it's understandable and in good quality, we can upload it, I guess.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So, what are we talking about today? That is the big question. You can just talk to me about what you're doing in the latest time and in, like, your personal projects, and then we can see where we go with this swaggy conversation.
I mean, between the first episode and this one, we thought ourselves, after rewatching the first episode as well, we thought ourselves like, okay, maybe we had it too over-structured, and
Oh my.
so we want to make it more casual like an actual conversation, instead of, okay, these are sort of to only have that narrow conversation.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, we don't guide conversations like that. Like, oh, let's talk about this. Okay, I'm going to talk about this now, and then we can talk about that. That's not how conversations work.
But
That's not how the force works.
yeah, so I would just say, this time we sort of try to just go with the flow, and just
Like
see what comes
water,
out.
like Bruce Lee, we go with flow.
Be water, my friend. Yeah. So there's been a new video out from
my.
your part.
Oh yes, that is true. We made Banana Western. My storyboard, you're filming, my editing. Very swaggy video. We link at the end of podcast.
You're sounding so enthusiastic.
Yes. I am super enthusiastic about all of our and my projects, as always.
But yeah, what is it about? The Banana Western.
Banana Western.
What kind of name is that?
As the title says, it's about a Western. Only instead of guns, instead of bang bang, because of how polemic and dangerous gun control and all that mumbo jumbo is, I decided to tone it down a bit and make the viewer forget about like the horrible violence and just have a fun banana adventure filled with potassium. I don't want to spoil the content.
You gotta get that potassium.
Yeah, potassium is so important in my life. I cannot live without potassium. I might eat like one banana a day.
That's pretty much.
One very swaggy, tasty banana a day.
Keeping it consistent.
I like banana.
So...
And I also drink Nestea every day.
But definitely sponsored.
Yeah. If I say many times enough that I am sponsored by Nestea, eventually I will get sponsored. So I am sponsored by Nestea, wink wink. Go buy Nestea at nestea/change.org.
Have you tried to DM them? like on Instagram and be like, hey, I wanna partner up with you.
I am Nestea, the Nestea boy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Try it.
I just hope I don't have to change like my YouTube name. Because they're like, oh no, we can't associate our brand to your name because you make like very racist jokes on your videos or something.
Do you actually?
No, I don't. That was just an example. I don't. Full disclaimer, don't take this out of context. I do not make racist jokes on my videos. That is not true. Not true. Yeah. I am currently working on the sequel of my swaggy game Jamboy.
I think we didn't talk about Jamboy the first part.
Oh, that is
in
true.
The first episode.
That is true. Yeah.
So give us some insight about that as well.
I mean, I guess we should start with the first one, right? That makes all of sense. I mean, you wouldn't watch the new movies of Star Wars first. You would always go to the originals first, like every decent person. Okay.
So I think there's some people who
they don't exist.
Who just jump straight into it.
Oh no, that's not true. You make lies. Okay. Jamboy is about a jam jar that kills donuts.
Mm-hmm.
And in my comic, the story is that there's these two fat guys, right?
Okay.
Is sitting in a table, looking at each other, but it's not us. It's two fat guys. And then they're like, oh my, can you pass me the jam? But they're like in this gigantic table, so they can't reach each other. So they're like, oh no, bro, the table is too long. What will I do, bro? So he's like, yo, I'm gonna put this jam jar on the table and it's gonna walk to you. And that's gonna be it, yo. And he like puts the jam jar, and the game is about Jamboy, the jam jar. Who's like in this food world, which is basically the table because it's so freaking huge. And he like walks around and has to fight food monsters to get to the end of the table. That is the story in the comic. And in the game, it's just Jamboy in food worlds doing crazy wacky shit. It's a platformer and it's for free. And you can play it on itch.io and Newgrounds. And it's dope as hell. And it has a lot of bugs. Not like the insect bugs, but like the gameplay bugs. But I am working on that. I swear. I am working on those bugs. I will fix them. Definitely. What are you working on, my swaggy boy? Tell me. Fill me up with your creativeness. I want to know everything that is going on, even though I already know. Just tell me again because I forgot or something.
Well, there's actually some parts or some bits of information that you haven't received yet. Because
oh my, am I gonna find out now on the first time on the swaggy Nesvi Show?
There we go.
That is so epic.
We'll see. But I uploaded an update video yesterday on my YouTube channel. It's called Ravi.
You did.
Pthakur.
Ravi VIP Takur. It's only for VIP members. If you're not cool, you can't join, you can't subscribe. Sorry.
But I sort of gave a little bit of an update because I really have set a couple of, not necessarily goals, but sort of I really want to do more projects this year. In 2020.
You hyped it up in your video. You were like, I'm gonna do stuff. Yeah,
because now you kind of, or I kind of realized that sort of when you get to the side of content creation instead of content consumption, I mean, obviously you can divide it strictly. Obviously you're going to consume some content as well, but sort of as a content creator, you just gotta do more, like experiment, do some projects like this podcast. We're just trying out how it even works. Just trying to figure out. So obviously you gotta consume some content of people doing it already, sort of like Joe Rogan. He's doing it amazingly, obviously. But sort of when you get to the side of, there's also something I wanted to talk about today. When you get to the side of content creation, you obviously your perspective switches. Obviously that's no news, but sort of just the fact of trying out new things like this podcast, and this year what I also want to do is next month in March I'm gonna be doing another concert. Not me, but I'm gonna film another concert from the same rapper in Germany, in Cologne.
Von Sau Guerrera, Yauhera, okay. Epic.
That it's gonna be the 27th of March. Yeah, and it's gonna be in his hometown in Koblenz. But the thing is just, I started filming for him in January. It was the 24th, and it all also started with like a DM. Sort of, I was just, because I got to know,
like my Nesvi sponsorship.
yeah, kinda.
Everything can start with just a DM.
Everything, even business.
I found my wife with Instagram DM.
But that's just it. So it's out there. You just gotta get it. So
just gotta do stuff. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Expand into different creative areas.
Yeah.
And do stuff. That is good.
That's it.
That is nice. That's why we're trying out podcasts. Mm-hmm. That's why I want to do a swaggy song.
Oh,
spoiler alert. I do not want to do a song.
Yes,
bullshit.
I mean, you already dropped the announcement. So
did I? No, this doesn't
just
count.
about 5 seconds ago.
Oh my! I did, didn't I? Yeah, I'm doing this song.
You gotta do a song now.
I am going to.
Who's gonna be your feature?
Nobody. Well, you're gonna film the music video, but.
All right.
You're gonna film the music video today.
But yeah, sort of taking
features.
Taken back to the main topic. Sort of that's what I want to do. I just want to experiment this whole year. But definitely wanna sort of also, while experimenting, seeing some areas that could be, potential focuses of mine. So what I'm also really interested in is
ASMR. You're gonna do an ASMR. He said it. He's gonna make ASMR.
I never said it. Education. I think nowadays when you want to know something, what do? You Google. Like before, you used to go to the library. Like you're a student, the only option you have is you gotta go to the library, or I don't know, you have like a grandpa who's like very wise and he's gonna tell you everything he knows about life.
When I was young.
The other option is
Google
nowadays. Yeah, just Google it.
Yeah.
Or just inform yourself. We live in an information age.
Or Bing it. Or Ecosia it.
and just develop some skills, It's all about developing skills, knowledge. It is all out there. You just gotta get it. And that's it. That's basically it. Like if you produce content that's educational, I think it's gonna have more sort of people are always doubting. I think people are often doubting like what can I create? Like I don't have any ideas. I don't know have any ideas in my mind about what to film, what to create.
So you want to inspire or educate people in future content that you want to make? Is that what you're saying? Is that your something you want to make? Something you want to do?
Yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it open. Sort of. I maybe will do.
Where were we? I think it's something. I think reality just broke or something.
We were talking about education.
Yeah.
And sort of how educational content. If you produce educational content, what kind of benefit it would have. If you sort of not only ran out of ideas, but if you just want to create something, you have your niche, you have your topic, sort of you have your graphics, I got my visuals, and if I just think like, okay, there is some...
Whoa! We just teleported, oh my, what happened? Well, let's keep talking. You were speaking about education and shit.
Exactly. But yeah, I think everything that had to be said has already been said. That educational content really helps the other person out, which is consuming and learning, and really helps you out as well, because you get to explain your field, your competencies. You get to externalize them by explaining them, and basically sort of, if I would imagine like a perfect educational, not world, but sort of the perfect educational conditions, sort of like everyone who is self-aware of what that individual, what the competencies of that individuals are. Sort of, if I know I can do really good filming and really good photos, I want to educate other people about that, and other people, for example, like you can educate the world by sharing knowledge about comics and how you design stuff. You understand?
Sure.
So that's the way. That's the only thing I wanted people to know, that educational content is an option.
It's a very nice option. Yes.
What do you think about it?
I mean, I guess we can use our connaissance, our knowledge about our different media fields to like influence people and help them get through and help them maybe achieve their goals while we kind of figure stuff out.
Yeah, influence is always such a tricky word. Like, what do you mean by influence?
To share what we know with them and hope that they can use it for their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Not like political influence people. Unless it's very important for us or something like that.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Man, what about next week? Did you already start your internship?
I did. I went 4 days now to the office. I still have like 2 months and 3 weeks left or something like that.
Right.
But so far so good. I gotta say they're very nice. They're sweet, and the job is cool. I like get to do websites and stuff. I design them. I don't program them, but it's cool. I like grab the interface and like order up everything so it looks very clean and professional, and it's nice. I mean, I can definitely use the working experience, and it's such a different experience, because I am kind of lazy, and I didn't never worked, so this is a very very cool experience, and I get to do cool stuff. I mean, I guess I would obviously would have preferred to work at video games, but I am doing that in my spare time, so it's fine for now. It's not forever. This is like a momentary small step for me to something beyond, right? Everything is a ladder to something.
Well said. Well said.
Yes. So I enjoy it.
So does it go into the direction of like UX design, UI, UX, that kind of feel?
That is the kind of feel that it goes into. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely use the knowledge to like design menus and stuff in games. It's definitely going to be useful. In Jamboy 2, I can have a very nice and sweet menu. So yeah, that is the advantage, I guess. I mean, I already had the knowledge. I'm just I'm learning to dig around with Sketch, the Apple program. I never really got my hands into it, and that's cool. Like, because it has like very different advantages. You don't have the whole problem of like, oh, where are your files with all the Adobe programs. Adobe always wants your files to be like in a nice folder, and if something's missing, they're like, oh yo, we can't find these files, please replace them now. Well, with Sketch, it's more like when you upload a file, it stays there. It's there. This is the same with Construct, the engine I use for my games.
Correct.
It's like you upload a file, and once it's there, you just copy that same file everywhere else.
Easy.
And it's no longer linked to the real life file in your desktop, right?
Yeah.
So it's there, so you don't have that problem. You can just drag your Sketch file and put it on WhatsApp and send it to the guys you're working with, and they can just open that and work with it, and they just send it to you.
That's good.
It's super comfortable.
That's good.
So as you just drag and drop it like that, it's so nice and comfortable, and you can export every individual page, which, to be fair, you can also do in Adobe programs. But I believe it's very comfy. It's like nice. It's nice. Too bad I'm not an Apple person, because situations like these, I'd like to have a Mac, only to work, and then with all my other stuff, I just get on my PC.
The gaming stuff, right?
Yeah.
I get it. Because
Who knows? Maybe one day.
Yeah.
I can afford both. Sorry, I overstepped. You were going to say something. Continue.
No, I was just saying, like, I normally I don't game at all, basically. So.
Me neither. I don't have time. But I work on games. I guess that is kind of gaming, but like in a different perspective, sort of. So every now and then I will play something, but
I mean, it's also like a huge business, right? The gaming area, gaming industry.
Wow, it's super overcrowded, really. I mean, the best moment to like start your own business in that whole area was when it blew up, like early 2000s. That was the best time, and now it's like also oversaturated. You need to work with a publisher if you want to go anywhere. And not necessarily, I don't want to say that you can achieve anything on your own, but you need to handle all the marketing and leadership business as well. It's not only just making games for you.
Yeah.
Because you need to be able to do the PR thing all on your own. That's why it's probably the smartest to work with someone else. And if you want some creative freedom, you're gonna have to work on a small team. because if you're like working for a AAA industry like EA or something, then the best thing you can hope to do is like, oh, here's this helmet we need, please model it, but here's how we want it to be, right? There's no creative input or anything. I mean, in small teams, there's probably jobs that don't have creative inputs, like a programmer or something, but since that's not the work that I want to do, that's not my problem, right?
Well, programming is kind of creative as well, but sort of obviously, but it's restrictions.
Different. Yeah. I do want to see my ideas put into a game, so I'm currently figuring out what's the best way. Right now I'm learning, kind of trial and error while I do the games, grabbing experience, and then I'll decide, I guess.
That's good.
If I want to work with a publisher, if I want to found an indie game studio.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question for you. Sort of like, would you have something in mind that goes into that direction of
like an indie game studio? If I want to make one, sure, I'd love to. I just need like a programmer or something. I really just need a programmer or two. That would be nice. I can just do the art. I can do the music. I can do the animations. I can do everything. I just can't write code. I mean, I'm learning C#, but I don't think my brain is made for that kind of stuff. I am more of like, here are my ideas person, and I can sort of convert them until I have to do math.
That's sort of when it stops.
Math is like this huge barrier for me. It's like, oh no, math. It's there's more to the math, and I mean, complaining about it is dumb. Complaining about it is really dumb because programming languages are so easy now. Like if you have to go back to like C or something, that is like the most frustrating shit ever.
I can share that opinion.
So now it's super easy, so I'm in no position to complain. But obviously, working in a team has its advantages because everyone's good at something, right?
Yeah.
And you need to exploit your strengths, and you don't have to necessarily do everything on your own.
That's it. You don't have to be an octopus. So many.
Yeah, that's gonna be chaotic.
Also segueing back to sort of content creation for education, like everybody's good at something, right? So why not share and sort of team up?
Share your knowledge with the world. Yeah, we both like to consume very creative, educational content on YouTube and other platforms, like in podcast form or in videos and stuff. I like to listen to Thomas Brush. He's an indie game developer, game designer, blah blah blah. He makes his own stuff, and he like motivates and inspires you to make your own games. He also tells you about the indie game scene and stuff. It's very interesting. I also like to listen to podcasts every now and then that like motivate me to achieve my goals and stuff. And I know you do as well. Who do you like? What do you listen to every now and then?
It's very diverse. I listen to a lot of German podcasts, but a lot of English-speaking podcasts as well. So one is Joe Rogan, obviously, but not every episode, sort of, because I think they're quite long. So it's like always 1 hour.
How many does he do?
1 hour, 2 hour episodes.
But like how every week, every day, or?
I don't know, maybe once a week. But I'm really not sure, because his podcast is obviously sort of guests orientated. He always speaks with some new guests.
Well, having one every day must be tough as nail. So
pretty much.
He probably has like something like every week.
Yeah.
Does he do other stuff as well? Does he have other projects going on?
Yeah, for sure. He is if you're familiar with UFC, it's like I don't want to say anything wrong because I'm also not so informed about that, but I think it's kind of like a fighting competition. Not like boxing,
wrestling,
but yeah, sort of that kind of area. And he's sort of, I think he was a judge, or
Someone in the comments will be like,
or,
no, that's not it.
Or he's like, yeah. I mean, you can definitely let us know
Feel free to autocorrect us.
What his projects are. But he's like a commentator as well. Because when McGregor won, he was there to sort of interview him and sort of to congratulate him. Yeah, that's sort of what I know. He's also a comedian.
I have no idea about wrestling. I just imagine very big dudes with hairy chests speaking Spanish and and being like, "Sí, señor," and punching each other, and like they have cool.
It's like the Family Guy meme.
They have like cool character names like, "I am Mr. Dark and I'm going to kill you," and he's like, "No, Mr. Dark, you're back again. No, I'm going to kill you. No, I'm going to kill you." Yeah. You were saying?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Just silence. ASMR is definitely not happening in this house.
Smash the like if you want an ASMR episode. If you smash like, I will interpret it as that you want an ASMR episode. It's not that you like this, it's that you want an ASMR themed episode.
Alright.
Now no one hits the like. All dislike.
What's coming next?
ASMR episodes. In the Nesvi Show, what's coming next in the Nesvi Show?
General, like next week, what's happening?
I don't know. I thought we were gonna do every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Yeah, basically, this is... What day is it today? That's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday.
Friday 28th.
Yeah. So next
Dia da
week,
Andalusia.
Friday 28th February, national holiday, not national, regional
holiday. Yes.
In Spain. As we are still in Spain, I think probably the next episode will be maybe in 2 episodes we'll be seeing us remotely.
Probably.
And
good thing we have webcams and stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, like nowadays you can do anything, right? That's like remote work.
You can do anything if you want. But we'll manage.
And yeah, sort of. We'll see. The two upcoming episodes, I really want to do them here still. Sort of film it, and
the topic is going to be surprise.
Yeah, but
because we don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean, after this episode, sort of, I think we're getting pretty much to the end right now, and I think this episode has been quite fun.
It's been a nice, interesting conversation. Yes.
But I still think that, sort of comparing to the last episode, as you probably also noticed, I really do want some like planning ahead. Sort of like this time we sort of basically went just straight in, hit the record button, and that's it. So
did you say at the start of the episode you want it to be more casual in like the conversation, or are you meaning like planning?
I did.
Planning, you mean like up front, like at the next episodes, like the topics, because the overall topic of this is like kind of our tastes, our projects.
Yeah.
And like you want every episode to have like an overarching theme, but we don't want to go into separate points like, okay, now we have to talk about this, and because that way it'll feel super forced, right?
Yeah. That's it.
But yeah, we want like an established topic for each episode. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we'll figure out what we do in the next episode
of the Nesvi Show.
The Nesvi Show, yes. And maybe we will drop podcast on Wheels as well.
Wow.
We just have to find out in which language we recorded it.
I definitely think it wasn't German.
Probably. I don't know. I don't remember. I believe you. Okay, we say goodbye. This is your Instagram, and this is my Instagram.
I'll pop it in.
Wow! Epic editing. Put it in my face. In my face.
That's
So
what
nice.
she said.
Nesty Boy Arts. What is yours? RPT Media. RPT Media. And the start of the episode, I said I would link something. Banana Wars. Banana Wars is in the...
Banana Wars or Banana Western?
Banana Western. Well, if you're watching us on YouTube, I guess we can put Banana Western in the description.
Yeah, I'll probably put it right here because the episode is really getting to its end.
Okay. Bye.
We always have this very cringe and awkward
Bye.
outros. We'll see you guys in the next episode, and stay tuned. And yeah, peace.
Peace. You don't believe me? Shame on you. Nice. Das war cool. Das war nice. Nice.